Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Lane Cryptid Encounters here. It's been a little bit since I've been able to make a post. Um, I don't know if I mentioned it already on the channel, but I had been out mowing my grass and had picked up a tick and it bit me and it gave me Rocky Mountain spotted fever and I was sick for about 10 days straight. I thought I was going to die. So I wasn't able to make any videos during that time, but this footage here is from this week, um, recorded late at night. And here, let's get into it. So, when you first look at this image, you don't see nothing, right? But when I highlight it, when I do some enhancements, you're going to see, just like at the bottom of that left tree right there, you see a little female juvenile peeking around the tree, right? And then the parent is over here on the right. And we're going to get to that here in a minute. And there's one up top there. So, let me see here. So I'm going to go back here, turn a little bit of the definition up. Turn it down just to here. Sharpen this up a little bit. Turn the brightness up. You should start to see some stuff here soon. Turn the exposure up there. There we go. Look at the dad right there. Look at his face coming in. Boy, he's furry. Look at that red face coming in right there. Check him out. I know I don't have to do markup on that. I probably should for people who can't see it, but look at him leaning out looking at me. His hair is brown and he's super furry, so it looks a little distorted, but you can definitely make out his features right there, right? Okay. And then you see this little one here way back in the background standing. But look at this one. Look at this little girl here. Look, there's two of them. Big brother and little sister, or little big sister, little brother maybe. See him right there? What footage, man. It's amazing. Okay, so if you look right here, you'll see another little Sasquatch right there. He's got his nocturnal lens on. And he's with his big sister right here. She's got her nocturnal lens on. See her face like that. You can even see her leg. Look how big that foot is for a little kid. He's a monster, man. They're waiting to play with my dogs. They're already back this year. This was just shot this week, 2 days ago. Look at that. I can't tell what that is. That looks like a foot. Those are toes, ladies and gentlemen. And they're standing way back. It's not up against a tree. That is a foot right there. Right? Then you got this Sasquatch here on his hands and knees. Right? He's on his knuckles right here. Looking over at me. They run on all fours. They can. He's got his pupil right there. Look at his nose, mouth. That's a Sasquatch. They go on all fours if they want to really be sneaky. That's what they'll do. They'll go on all fours like that. That's definitely a Sasquatch, fellas. Just amazing, truly amazing. Now, I could probably do some more enhancements and clean that up quite a bit. But that right there's a foot. That means there's a giant standing right off behind the tree, and that's what he's doing. He is looking up toward the giant. See his eye right there? Um, so you got the foot right here, and this adult's eyeball, as you can see, his pupils in his top left-hand corner. He's looking up toward this giant to see what his moves are. What's his next move? And that's what he's doing. The giant must be the leader of the pack, and he's waiting on cue, most likely, wanting to know what to do next. Looks like there's a couple more back there. It's just too distorted to make out those ones, but these three up here, you can definitely tell there's Sasquatches, especially there at the tree. Check that out. That's just amazing right there. Um, shit. I took the, oh, look at that one. Okay, I just noticed something else. So I'm going to go back to edit. Turn the sharpness up a hair. Right, go back to brightness. Turn it up. Turn up the exposure a little bit. Okay. Right here is a young adult or a young juvenile. Right here. Here's his head. There's his eyes, right? He's got his mouth gaped open like he's making some kind of sound, and his pupil is right here. Sideways profile. He's watching me. At first, I didn't notice it because he's blending in so well. Look at him. But you can see him there. His mouth is real low right here. And there's his nose and his eyes. Like that. Just like how this one up here, his mouth is real low. See his jaw. His nose. They're the same race. This one's mouth's real low. His eyes. So that's probably the female right there. This one's probably the female with the kids. This is the male. Alright. Just wanted to point that one out. Wow. That's amazing footage. We'll save that one. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. So this one was taken during that same time, but it's just way up the hill, and they wait for the flashlight to go past them, and before they'll step out, or vice versa. They stay hidden from the light. But we can brighten it up some to try to get some definition out on them there. You see the little eyes right there? There's one laying on the ground, one just below the mom. You can see the nocturnal lens right there. That one's kind of blurry, so I'm not going to really spend any time on that one. So I got a lot of footage the other way, but I'm going to go this way because I know some footage here. Let me see. There's one peeking around the tree right there. A couple of them. Let's see here. Okay, we'll go to edit. Trying to sharpen this up a little bit. So what we got here is a little juvenile in the bush, right? And the parents reaching around the tree trying to grab him. First, he's got his arm extended to cover up his eyes, right? So we're going to show you that real quick. Okay, you got the juvenile right here. Here's his head. Right, here's his hair. Here's his eyes. Got a little nocturnal wind shade on. He's got his mouth open there. He must be eating off that vegetation or something, right? But then there's this arm right here from the adult, and he's got his fingers extended to cover up his eye, the baby's eyes, to stop the reflection, right? He's trying to keep the baby's eyes from reflecting, so he's holding his arm out to block the light. That's what we got going on there. Trying to cover up his eyes. And here's the parent back here. You can see his arm goes like this. Here's his head. He's got one of those mouths that's real low on his jaw too. Right? There's his eye. Trying to protect his young one there. Okay. Next one. Okay, well, this one it's moved a little bit, right? Let me see here. Okay, you can see he's got his head turned there a little bit. I think they're trying to grab him up there. I'm gonna mark up. So you see the adult's hand right here going back. But then here's another little Sasquatch right here. Right here. There's his eyes. Then here's another one right here. There's his eyebrow ridge. There's its eyes. The baby's turned around looking at me. You can see its nocturnal wind shades right there. There's its nose, its mouth. In the bush. It looks like he's turned around. And there's his right arm, right, going up here, grabbing that branch, getting ready to move off with his family. He's getting ready to leap over that little tree branch right here and go to his family, but he's got his head turned around looking at me first. But that's what he's doing. He's trying to get over to his family. That's what's going on. And then you got the dad back here, most likely. So all of them stacked up there around that tree, and they're trying to get to the little one there in the bush. All right, that's what's going on right there. All right, next footage here. Okay, this one, like I said, I was going up through the tree line, and a lot of them will step out once the light passes them, and you might catch a glimpse of them, or they'll move to different positions on you. And if you shine a light in one position, after that light passes, sometimes they will move to that position where you just used your light, because most of the time you won't go back to that position before you look everywhere else. So they're real sneaky, very intelligent beings. Let's see here. Like you can see the one here that was peering around, looking around the tree right here. You can see his face. Here's his one eye. There's his mouth. Oh, what I wanted to point out here on this guy, on this breed of Sasquatch, I know it's distorted, but you can see right here he's got these little things at the corner of his mouth. Those teeth that come up. Uh, when his top lip right here rests, it'll rest down here. It kind of looks like a World of Warcraft orc or something, you know what I mean? Whatever they call them. They got those teeth like that. And then there's his eyes. Uh, he's got a Darrow hybrid nose, though. It looks like here's another one right here. Its mouth open side view. Probably a little juvenile. But that one's just a little bit too distorted to make it to do anything with it. But there is some features to point out there. Okay. Uh, right here's another. Check him out. See his eyes and his mouth. I'm going to do a little bit of highlight on this one. Turn the definition up. A little bit of sharpness. There we go. Okay. Looks like there's a couple of them there, but this one right here is the. Let me get a mark up. It looks like here's the mouth. There's the eye. That's his neck. Here's his little head. It's a young juvenile, is what it is. And his other eye is over here, hiding in the brush there a little bit. Looks like here's another little juvenile right here behind him. And there's his eye hiding behind the bush or the tree limb right there. That's what we got going there. I could be mistaken. That's not his. Yeah. Let me point something else out here. Sorry about that. This is not his mouth. I made a mistake. Down here's his mouth. And you can see the redness in his eye right here. He's got red eyes. This Sasquatch does. And there you can see his teeth right here a little bit. His neck's like that wide. Just well hidden. You take that off there. That one there is probably a main one. Alright. Next one. Let me see here. I'll just hit it with exposure real quick just to lighten it up and see if there's anything in there. Looks like there's a Sasquatch right there. Peeking around a tree. Seeing a little bit there. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Looks like he's crawling there a little bit. This one here is a little one looking around a post at me. See his little face there, his eyes. There's a couple of them right there. Okay, and so you see he's riding on the head of this little guy right here. Probably a little hobbit squatch. He's got his nocturnal lenses on. His long nose is a darrow. And then you got this Sasquatch right here. His little eyes. There's his mouth. His nose. Alright. They're just peeking out around a tree stub at a tree stump. Watching me.